Osinachi autopsy report starts investigation as brother makes new claims about late singer's husband. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. To get us if I don't put hot juicy news update, please click on the notification bell. Chimere brother to the late singer Osinachi Nwachukwu has narrated how the husband of the deceased Peter Nwachukwu allegedly frustrated attempts by the family to unravel the cause of her illness while she was at the hospital. Chimere told the Whistler that the husband should be held responsible for his sister's death because he allegedly battered the late singer severely and sent her to an early grave. He said whatever that happens, the husband did not treat her well. This man actually beat her and maltreated her badly, and all these things were happening. The man did not want us to know. He did not even want us to come close even at the hospital. I tried coming to see her to find out the cause of the whole thing, but he said I should not interfere and that if I wanted anything I should come to him. Even when I tried reaching the doctor to find out the cause of her ailment, the man was angry. He did not want us to see the doctor. Chimere noted that the contrary to claim that a family member feigned ignorance of her plight, Osinachi's husband has prevented them from interfering in the matter. He added the man is a beast and the children saw what he was doing. Even people that live around there kept saying justice must be served the day police arrested him. I know Osinachi very well. She's a very quiet and God-fearing person. She was going through all this and refused to tell me because I would have known what to do. She was just hiding all these things so people would not talk about her and say she's divorced. So the man was dealing with her and she was dying slowly. Women are very fragile and there's a way to treat a woman. Anything you do to them will affect their health and affect them in so many ways. That man actually killed my sister. Recall that Chimere had reported a case of culpable homicide to the Federal Capital Territory FCT police against Nwachukwu, which led to his arrest on April 10th. Osinachi reportedly died on April 8th in an Abuja hospital where she was being treated for alleged throat cancer, but persons close to the late singer said she suffered from prolonged domestic violence. On the other hand, the founder of the Dunamis International Gospel Center, Paul Enenche, Osinachi was a lead singer, said the deceased suffered chest pain and respiratory distress for over 2 years. Police still awaiting autopsy report. Meanwhile, investigation into the death of the late gospel singer may take longer than necessary following the delay in releasing the autopsy carried out on Thursday. The website learned that an autopsy was carried out to determine whether Osinachi died of natural causes or domestic abuse. Her husband, who is currently in police custody, insisted that his wife died from a prolonged illness, contrary to claims by family members that the deceased suffered all forms of domestic violence and maltreatment from him. The Whistler, however, gathered that the police has taken Nwachukwu to his apartment to show evidence that the deceased was suffering from every ailment. The police declined to reveal their findings. We cannot tell you the outcome of our findings. These things are part of the investigation. The FCT police spokesperson DSP Josephine Ade told this website over the weekend. Ade said major inquiries into the station of Osinachi's death and further prosecution of the prime suspect is dependent on the outcome of the autopsy. There is nothing we can do right now. The autopsy was carried out on Thursday and we can only await the report before taking further steps in the case, she said. Speaking further, a police source said, a family member reported a case of culpable homicide, so he will be charged to court. But for now, waiting for the results as part of the investigation, among other things being done. Chimere told a correspondent that his late sister will be laid to rest after the police are through with the investigation. He expressed hope that justice will be served, and noted that whatsoever the outcome, Nwachukwu should bear the consequences of their loss. Wow. 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 Like, it's looking, look, anytime I read this story, it's looking as I am reading or I am watching a movie. Now, wow. Some family are really, really quiet. And when I mean quiet, money follow humble these people. They are people you don't dare. Oh, they don't have like have to throw away. But you will not dare because they have people. It is very painful because this young lady or this woman actually have people who would have at the snap of fingers. Osinachi has people. Osinachi was only meant to say the word. But because what will people say? Another subtle reminder, very timely reminder that look, marriage is for better and for worse, yes. But the worst is not supposed to come from the marriage. Like the worst is not supposed to be you enduring whatever your partner throws at you. No. There's a limit to what anyone can take. Meaning that limit, if you pass it, two things might happen. The person might react or the person may die. Yes. And in this case, Osinachi chose to be quiet until she was quiet. Like nothing could bring her back to saying, oh, this man is actually abusing me. It's very sad. You went to the hospital to see your sister and the husband prevented you and he went away. Why didn't you face him squarely man to man? You were as quiet as a late sister. I'm a woman and the woman of my sister cannot prevent me from seeing any day, anytime. Whoa, or fairly willy. That is it. Look, there are some time where you need a kind of level of sternness where you are not even going to. When it comes to family, there's some family you cannot even touch. Like they heard that you just touched their family member. You just touched them all. And the family member is now complaining that place, you beat them. Your own is you are finished. They will so deal with you. Not to talk of you beat this woman, you batter her. Who are you? Hey, you beat her, you batter her, and you are sitting down. You are going to work, you are going to church. You are doing anyhow. For what now? Why? No, at this point in time, I have to say this. You see why every family should have somebody that is very, very crazy. Somebody that does not tolerate nonsense. At least that person, there are times when the person is, it's not every time you call that person because you know that those people too, everybody has their own. But even there was somebody that was very, very unquiet in that family called Osinachi, I'm not sure this woman would have died. In fact, the reverse would have been the case. That one would have come outside and screamed it out now. They want to kill my sister from you. And she does not want to leave the house. By the time she scream it out, highest people will say, what is your business? And your sister is not complaining. The matter will still, people will start saying things out. See, in my own opinion, it's not good for everyone to always be quiet in a family. You have or you don't have. I don't want to believe that this family did not actually have someone. Osinachi had people, for crying out loud. She just needed to say, this is my problem and the solution will be out. Please, my dears who are actually in marriages or relationship, make sure your marriage, you're not enduring your marriage, but you're enjoying. Yes, no marriage is perfect, but not domestic violence. Please, not domestic violence. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.